Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to your love reading for January 2017. Thank you for your patience, by the way. I definitely tried to get these out earlier. There was just no possible way. But we're here now, and that's all that matters. I do feel like my readings are just meant to come out at this time of the month because it seems like every month this is when they come out. But that's okay because, you've had almost 2 weeks now in January to kind of feel what the energy is. Though I do want to remind you that, Mercury just went direct on the 8th, and we're still in a little bit of the shadow period, so some may still be feeling that. But we are in what's called a universal year one now, guys, and that's a beautiful thing. It's new opportunities coming our way. I feel there's new job offers, there's brand new businesses starting, job promotions. I feel this is an abundant year of love. It can just be a fantastic year. We are the magician. January is, number one. Number one is the magician, which means that we have all the tools we need to really manifest the best year of our lives. Or one of the best years of our lives. That opportunity is there, guys. We just need to go after it, okay? So it's not all about things landing in our lap. This is a year of, planting your seeds of intention of how you want the next 9 years to be, to look, to feel. Starts now, starts 2017, and the earlier the better. This is also a time when you're reaping the rewards of your intentions that you set in the latter part of 2016. For some, could be in the beginning of 2016, but it is, it's that time. So if you, well, I mean, if you've been planting those seeds of intention, yeah, it's just being open to the universe this year, I feel. It's really about trusting the universe. Let's slide this up a little bit. There we go. Okay, I'm going to get right into your reading. While I'm shuffling, I do want to thank you all for your continued support through your donations. It's truly what allows me to do this. I want to thank you for those requesting readings. It's been fantastic getting to know you on a soul level. And, yeah, it's just been great. And I do feel like I pick up your energy within these readings. It's like once we're connected, we're connected. We are now soul family. And, I have to say that a lot with the subscribers, too. Because you keep coming back, and it's like I can feel your energy. I know who's here, so to speak. And for those who are new, welcome. Welcome. Okay, let's get started. All right, so I'm inviting my spirit guides into Sagittarius' reading for love, the present moment, and what's to come. So again, Spirit, we're looking for a present moment and what's to come for Sagittarius, their love lives. We also invite the audience's spirit guides in for any messages. Please be evolving in unconditional love to bring them through. I invite my family members, my sister, please come into this reading for any clarity for Sagittarius for 2017, January. Thank you. Okay, Sag, let's get started. First card, let your friends help you. Let your friends help you. Remember, we're talking about love here, okay? So it's not a general all-over reading. It's focusing in on love. So, of course, this is talking about, You know, it's funny, I just did Scorpio's reading right before yours, and I felt with them that there were some friends who wanted to set Scorpios up on blind dates, and many were saying no, and you'd be advised to say yes, and I kind of feel it's the same with you. You know, that somewhere your friends are going to be important for some of you in bringing new love to you. You know, honestly, I feel like some of you already, I'm feeling that if there's not a wedding or weddings, then there is, I feel, engagement. It's funny, I feel a few of you, and I feel fire all through this card, guys. So I feel like there are definitely going to be some weddings. If not right now, definitely in 2017. Okay, we had 2 cards fall. With the card Deception. And then we have the card Love Yourself First beside it. So, it's funny because the background of your first and your last card in this row look almost exactly alike. But deception just feels like it doesn't even belong there. I don't even feel like these cards are talking about this deception. So let's do some tarot right below it. And again, I have shuffled these cards for quite a while. I mean, honestly, I have blisters all over my hands. But I want to bring energy in nice and strong into this deck. Three Raphael. Beautiful. So right underneath the card, let your friends help you. We have this 3 of Raphael, which is about, which is reason to celebrate. It's you making an announcement of a relationship. For some, it's the announcement that you are getting married. You know, I feel like this is something where you run to the phone and you're like, well, I don't know what this, do they still do this? I don't know. But anyway, you run to the phone and it's like, you know, you call everyone you know, or you get on social media and you just plaster it everywhere. This new love that has come in, this, you know, this person asking you for their hand in marriage. And of course you say yes. So these 2 cards definitely are tied together. So I feel, you know, for those that I'm talking to right now, I feel it is through your friends that this person comes about. And I'm sure you're saying, what person? Well, I can feel that there's love coming. Then we have 8 of Michaels. So how fitting that this falls underneath the card of deception. 8 of Michaels is when, excuse me, when we're blocking, well, this is a love reading, so you're blocking love. You're standing right in the middle of that gate. You're allowing some love in, but not fully. There's a blockage. And this blockage, I'm sure it has something to do with deception, with you being deceived in a prior relationship, and you're hanging on to that. And you're saying to yourself, I'm not going to allow anyone else to do this to me. But what you're doing is you're assuming that all people are like your past partner, and that's just not the case. So you trap yourself. You know, the Eight of Michaels is all about understanding that you can be free. You can not only free yourself from this, but you will have a feeling of freedom like you have never had before or for a long time. So it's about making a courageous choice to change your situation. So for some of you, that is leaving a partner. But I feel for many of you, you've already left this partner, or this partner left you, because you're blocking love here. So I feel like, you know, you got your heart broke somehow. Yet again, you know, I want to tell you, don't assume that the next will be like the last. Matter of fact, that's where a lot of problems, a lot of relationships go wrong. We bring our past into our present and assume the person we're with now is going to be like the people we have been with. Well, you know, part of that is very true. If you haven't released the past, if you haven't learned the soul lessons from the past, you're right, you will repeat it. It will be repeated because it's your soul lesson. It's a soul lesson that needs to be learned, whether that is learning your own strength so you can have this feeling of freedom, whether that is, you know, finally saying, I'm no longer going to allow people to treat me this way. And when I change myself, I change my outcome. When I make different choices, different choices, my life changes. So my life is directly related to the choices I make on a daily basis, on a minute by minute. So you're trapping yourself, thinking, this is just the way it is. This is the way love is. This is the way love has always shown up for me. Yet we have some, you know, I just noticed the lamp poles. Both the lights are on. That's a sign of hope. That's a sign of, you know, that you're not seeing things clearly, as in assuming that all people will be like this past person. It's just not true. It's our energy who keeps bringing these people in. We cannot, you know, there has to come a time when we stop blaming the people that we invite into our lives and start taking on the responsibility of understanding that our choices determine our outcome. It's truly our choice. And when we learn that, you know, geez, you know, why has my love life sucked for so long? But if you analyze it from a compassionate point of view, what you'll find is, well, it's because you allow this energy to keep coming into your life. And I don't care how harsh this energy is. I know you guys are going to leave me comments like, you know, oh, what are you saying? All people are, I don't even know. I'm not going to go into what comments you might leave, but yeah, I'm saying that it is our choices that determine our future. It's the decisions we make right now that determine the way our life is going to look. So, although what they have done is shitty and terrible, it's still our responsibility of how long we're going to put up with that. Where is our action in it? You know, what do we need to change about ourselves so that this doesn't come to me again? Well, I bet you, well, there it is. I was going to say, I bet you the card Love Yourself First comes up, but it's already here. You know, it's truly about understanding, Sagittarius, that this is your life. You have the right to live it any way you choose. If you choose to stay within this deception, that's your choice. But understand, you were given the right of seeking happiness, not seeking it because happiness is within, but seeking the life that you want. And the only limitations are the limitations you put upon yourself. You know, and I'm sure there's many of you right now saying, well, that's not true because, you know, I grew up with no money and, you know, it's been harder. Absolutely. But look at our president, President Obama. You know, so, you know, I look at him and what he has done with his life, and there were no excuses. There was just hard work and moving forward, not accepting the light, you know, knowing that the life that he was living as a young person, though there was a lot of love around him, there wasn't money, you know, there wasn't a father, you know, right there with him. So there was a lot of things that he could have very easily gone the other direction. It's all in our choices, no matter where we're starting. Then you have the Five of Ariel. So, Five of Ariel shows up when you feel like you're alone within your situation, within your challenge. The Five of Ariel shows up to tell you you're not alone. You're never alone. And, you know, again, letting your friends help you takes a lot of this burden off of you. The Five of Ariel also talks about our negative thoughts and how we manifest negativity through our thoughts. Turn it around. You know, think about it. If we can manifest this negative crap into our life just by thinking negative, well then why would we not then want to turn that around and say, you know what? I'm going to find things to be positive about. So that now I bring positivity into my life. It's truly just changing your mindset. All right, Spirit, tell us what we're freeing ourselves for. And what this celebration is about. I know more about the celebration. What are we celebrating? Sorry, guys, that's like the majority of the deck. Well, we got the card calling in your soulmate. You know, when this card comes up, it's saying that your prayers have been heard. So it's not just about calling in the soulmate, but understanding that these affirmations, these prayers, not only have been heard, but that's exactly what helps bring the two of you together. You know, I do feel that those who are in this relationship, currently tied to a relationship where the deception has happened. You know, you may not still be in it, but you're still tied to this person in some way. I do feel that you move on. I definitely feel you move on. All right, I was just adding some numbers up in my head. Excuse me, I have a card that flew somewhere. I'm going to take one more card here, Spirit. One more card. That's just the Virgo in me. I need my cards to be equal. Of course, they're not going to be. Okay, let's see what we have in front of us. Okay, so we have the celebration going on. You're calling everyone you know. You're putting it all over Facebook, Instagram, all of them. It's just a joyful, joyful time. And then underneath that, we have the card, Express Your Love. Go ahead and feel free to make a romantic gesture. You know, if you're being pulled to someone, go ahead and express yourself. Because underneath that, we have past life relationship. So I had a feeling this card was coming out. Because I feel that I just felt that there's a very strong, well, put it this way. When I was thinking about you guys who are still within this deception, this relationship of deception, I thought to myself, well, that's because they don't know what's coming. Now, I truly don't know what's coming, but I knew that you were calling in your soulmate, okay? And it's funny because underneath calling in your soulmate is the card to release your ex. So you're calling in this soulmate, and it's all in the same line, guys. You're calling in the soulmate, and the universe hears you. The universe is prepared to do this, but you're being asked in return, please don't be in a relationship with another. You know, release your ex. If you're truly ready for this type of love, be free and clear. Okay? Now, that doesn't mean that those who are in a relationship and feeling kind of stuck, that this person can't come along and then make you want to leave the relationship. Absolutely. Absolutely, that can happen. And for some, it's probably the way it has to happen to make you move. The problem, though, I find with that is, you know, you just have to be so careful. Because even a soulmate, even a past life relationship, which means you're definitely soulmates, if not more, that you can still put strain upon that relationship. So you're asking the soulmate, who, by the way, is a human being. You know, they're not an angel. They may be an earth angel, but they're human like us, to take on this energy, this heaviness, this, you know, and many soulmates will do that. But what I'm saying is that what you want? You know what I mean? Do you want to, right off the bat, have this heaviness? Especially for those who, you know, you've been asking yourself, you know, not asking yourself, telling yourself, I need to get out of here. I need to start new. I need to start new. Well, here's your sign. Yes, it's time for you to start new. Because, you know, past life relationship, it's a soulmate card, but to me, it's also a twin flame card. And you're probably the third sign who's gotten a twin flame. So, boy, I wish I would have kept track, because I could have told you what other signs. You guys could all hooked up. Geez, I could start remembering that. Because, I mean, let's be honest. You know, we have a couple signs having twin flames coming in. Twin flames very seldom come into our life. Very seldom. You know, a twin flame is really meant to come in our life when, well, when we've learned the soul lessons of this lifetime that we needed to. Now, that doesn't mean there aren't more soul lessons, and the two of you together will take on those challenges. But what I mean is, you've learned you are someone, no matter what your age is, you're still someone who has now looked at previous relationships and understand where that lesson was and learned that lesson. That stops you from repeating it. I just feel like you have to keep your energy positive. Now, you know, and because of a twin flame, you know, even with the twin flame, I'm sure those who know anything about a twin flame have heard about, you know, oh, I don't know what the saying is about, there's a runner and there's a chaser. That there's one running and the other chases. Why? Why would that happen if you're twin flames? Why would one run and the other have to chase? Well, because the energy isn't quite right yet. So, because you have to remember, they're human. They're human. And yes, sometimes a twin flame will run, because a twin flame comes in with a mirror. And that mirror is held up to our face. And it's so that we can learn, you know, what areas of our shadow self are too prominent. You know, what is it that we need to learn about ourselves to keep evolving on a soul lesson, on a soul level, I'm sorry. That's truly what a twin's purpose is, and us to them. So that you can work through that energy and together grow. But if a soul mate comes into, put it this way, if it's not that a twin flame or a soulmate can come into any type of situation. Absolutely. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, think about the energy you are bringing to this relationship too. You know, and all I'm saying is clear what you can clear. Because, you know, it's like, I just want you to enjoy this as much as possible. And this card, codependency, came out also. So this can talk about, this may tie back to deception. Perhaps someone here abuses alcohol or drugs to self-medicate, to get them through, so to speak. It can be on either side. Some of you want to get away from that energy. You know, the other person is doing it and it's just causing hell in your life. For some of you, you're doing it just to help you get through. So that's another thing you have to think about, especially 2017. Got to release the things that aren't serving us. If if it's us who needs help, ask our friends, ask our friends about everything. I mean, that's what they're there for. And that's what you're there for, their friend for. So, pretty awesome here. All right. I'm going to slide this up. And I'm going to do one more row tarot and one more, we'll see. Sorry, my mind was like, I get lost in your cards. Too many cards here, guys. Way too many. But I did keep this one because it was flipped upwards. Need one more card. We have some water energy. Nice, smooth water energy. Excuse me. Drop some more cards. Oh, sound like an old lady, don't I? All right, so these are all flipped up, so I'm going to take them. Beautiful. Bomb the deck, we have strength. This, that's universal support for you. Yeah, strength is knowing that, well, a couple different things. You know, I just know it's the number 11. I know it's the number 11, but it just popped out to me. And when I see that, I think of equal footing. I think of two equals. You know, one's not longer than the other. One's not better than the other. They're equals. And it's strength. You know, it's grace that you receive through your own kindness. Okay, now, under this past life relationship, so I'm just going to call them your twin, okay? Male, female, doesn't matter. We have the page of Raphael. So, if we're looking at this as a literal person, this would be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And, you know, a page would be younger than you. Page can be our children, though this is a love reading, so we're not really looking at it that way. I'm going to give you more of their characteristics. You know, I was just thinking next to it, you have the King of Raphael. So for some of you, this is someone your own age. But they're both very much alike. You know, the page is probably more dreamy. Very open-hearted. The King is refined. Still warm. Don't get me wrong. Warm, generous, loving. Both. Very loving. The King is refined, though. So all that means is he's had more time she has had more time to gain wisdom. Okay. So we have two energies coming in here. Though for some of you, I have to say, I feel this King of Raphael, this water sign, could be who you need to release. Okay. So some of you do need to release a water sign. And I know this is going to sound confusing, but other of you do have water sign coming in. Let's put it this way. If you're with a water sign and you have thought, you know, you said to yourself, I need to get out of this. I need to end this. Well, there you go. There's another clarification on that. Then we also have this king down here. It's King of Michaels. This is air, guys. So this would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And this king or queen is someone who, well, I feel like they're well respected within their community. They're, they're very ambitious. They go after what they want. But within, let's say, their community, whether that be in the actual community they live in or within their circle of friends, they're very well respected. Okay, so let's go back here. So these are the people who are showing up. Now we have the wheel, which is beautiful. Number 10, which numerology would be a 1. Again, all about you, baby. All about you. This comes after, clearing of energy. This is new beginnings. This is the end of delays. For some of you, this is the end of delaying, that love partner coming in, that you've been waiting and waiting and waiting for. You watch readings over and over and bam, you see the soulmate card and the twin flame card, yet it hasn't come in for you. It's coming, okay? Especially this year, guys. It's coming. And, I just feel like it completely changes I mean, how could it not completely change your life, to be honest? But I feel that it does. It completely changes your life. It's your energy. Remember, the wheel turns with our energy, with the universe and our energy. So it turns the direction in which we put our intentions. So if we've been thinking positive, the wheel starts to turn for us in the right direction. If we're just thinking negative, well, that wheel gets stuck or it goes backwards. So you determine how you want this wheel to go. But I feel for all of you, really, it's a new beginning. It's a change in direction that offers pure happiness. And then beside that is the 3 of Ariel. So I love this card because this card tells you to, find a passion. If you don't already have one, find a passion. If you're in a job that you just hate and there is any way for you to get out of that job this year, what would that entail? Well, that would entail putting out resumes and what have you. Do it, because I feel this is the year that what you want will come to you. It may not come to you exactly as you ask, but it'll come to you the way that it's needed. And I feel that it's telling you, especially with the wheel beside it, to do what you love if you can, when it relates to your work. If you don't have a job that you love and you cannot leave it, find a passion outside of that job. Whatever that's, for some reason, I just have a picture of I'm sitting at a wheel and I'm manipulating clay in my hand, and I'm making pottery. So for someone, that's a passion you have. Go after that, okay? It can be anything. It can be a passion for a cause. It can be a passion that you've had since you were a childhood. Maybe it's to learn how to play the guitar. This is a year to do that, okay? Then you have the 9 of Gabriel. So you have a lot of different energies showing up in your reading. And the 9 of Gabriel talks about staying determined to move along, just to keep moving forward. The 9, you're almost where you want to be. Well, this wheel is going to give you that little push to take you to the 10. When the 9 of Gabriel shows up, it tells you, be prepared for any possibility of how this is going to show up. Just be prepared, as much as you can. And I think what it really means is be prepared, you know, not that you'll have to take steps towards it, but just know that it may not come the way you pictured in your mind. It could be that actually this person comes in and, you know, is the totally opposite of the type of person you normally go for. However that shows up in your life. Oh, I forgot I had this card. Honeymoon. I don't think I went over that. So honeymoon is falling right beside release your ex. So again, I feel with the card honeymoon there, that's absolutely what happens. And it's funny too, I have the honeymoon and past life relationship card together. And when those two come up for me, it's a sign to me that this is a twin flame for some. All right, one more row of romance cards. Well, we've got 4 cards there. Bottom of the deck. Someone from your past. I kind of don't like that card. I understand the card. Oh my gosh. When's all this going to take place? Soon. Anyways, this card, someone returning. Oh, look at this. True love right underneath it. Oh, this could be the one. This is exactly what I was just talking about. That, well, no, that's not what I was talking about. It's just weird because now I'm looking and this could be the one that's tied to someone from your past coming back. So for some of you, I feel that this person has already come back. It's kind of an overall energy, remember. But it is connected again to true love, and this could be the one. So it's definitely love, guys. Actually, I'm going to pull this out because I think I'll do a clarifier on it. Okay, let's see what we have now. So we have the card getting to know each other, and I feel every sign got this card. But it's a great card to get because it's great advice, and it talks about, you know, when you know, as you're able to reveal your innermost selves to each other, okay, that your bond just gets deeper and deeper and deeper. It's coming from a place of honesty. It's staying within your integrity. It's talking about your hopes, your dreams, you know, your wishes. It's not talking about all the negativity, though that's fine to talk about as long as we're not doing it coming from a victim's point of view, so to speak. And then we have the soulmate card. So for some of you, you know, when this card comes up, it's definitely soulmate energy, but it's also an answer to a question for those who I feel, actually, this is what I'm feeling. For some, this person has come back already. And you asked your question, is this person my soulmate? It feels like a soulmate. Oh my God. Is it true? Yes, it is. Yes, this is your soulmate. We'll do a court card on that in a second. And then your very last card, which is, again, probably one of my favorites, it's a card of attraction. What I love about this card, though, is it reminds us, it reminds me every time I see it, to stay within the present moment, to live for today, not for tomorrow and not for the past, to live in the moment. That's how we recognize not only signs of caution, but we also recognize the pebbles that our angels leave along our path. They illuminate our path if we're in the present moment so we can recognize it. Okay, so I'm going to do, I'm just going to throw a card down on your soulmate, this person from the past, and this true love, and coming soon. So let's go ahead and pull these up. With very soon hitting this. Excuse me. Beautiful. Yes, I know I dropped cards on the floor, but there's like 30 of them down there. So we're going to leave them there, and I will pick them up when we are done. Okay. All right, so this person from the past, look at that. I got the Sun card. That's beautiful. That's like, well, it can be a Leo. I have to tell you that, okay? It could be a Leo for some of you. Sun, moon, or rising. But I feel this is, I really feel like this is for your whole spread. But then again, it's directly connected to this person from the past. And number 19, which ends up into a 1. Again, you. All about you. Your year. Your time. The sun comes in and just makes life wonderful again. I mean, truly. Just makes life wonder again. And then under true love, look at this. You got the Ace of Ariel. So this is beautiful. Ace of Ariel. You know, the Ace talks about material needs. But let's just say that it's the energy of the Ace, or of Ariel. That would be Earth. That would be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But, you know, why is this true love coming in for you? Well, it's your lucky day. It is, this is twofold. Real quick, I want to go back and just tell you guys, when I was talking about new job opportunities coming your way, and that's exactly what the Ace talks about. That there will be new resources of money, time, support, a change in a job or a promotion. I also feel that, you know, because Ariel speaks about material needs, that for some of you, you know, this true love, again, could be Earth, but this isn't a actual court card. But you combine finances, and it's like, you know, not just love, but your finances are great too. So you're free with your finances. Your heart is finally free. And then the soulmate card, we got the Chariot. It's beautiful, guys. So each card has beauty behind it. The Chariot, you know, it's you controlling what's coming. It's you controlling it. Well, I don't want to say controlling it. It's you making the right choices in your life that now bring you to this point. So it is you who manipulates energy through positive thinking. You know, if the Chariot to me is like full of stars, so it's like wishes coming true. This is also a card about career advancement. I just feel like, you know, this is a general reading. It's like, hello, your finance is going to be beautiful. Your love is going to be beautiful. So, okay. I don't know how long we're into this. Okay, so again, we have, for some, This person from the past could be a Leo, okay? Sun, moon, or rising could be a Leo. You know, real quick, it could, let me see, Sagittarius, you are ruled by Jupiter, right? Jupiter. So this could even be in their Jupiter, in their, you know, they have Jupiter in their chart. All three of these are cards saying it is your effort. It is, you know, it is your effort that started turning this wheel and got things moving in your direction. And I'm just reminded here, forgot about this past life relationship. How could I forget about that? Who seemed to be tied to this page. Though I'll be honest, before I let you go, and I know this looks a mess, I apologize. I'm going to do one more card on this past life relationship. Actually, I should pick up the cards from the floor before I do this. Excuse me just 1 second. There's just so many cards. I feel like half my deck is down there, and I want you guys to get all the cards. Okay. So we got the epiphany on this. Okay. So we're still going to leave it stand then at possibly a water sign. Okay. So epiphany, this is, it's beautiful. This is, it's like answers that come to you through meditation. This is about you. Well, this is about, I have to say, especially for this past life relationship card, twin flame. This is about joy that comes to you through spiritual growth. So you have put in time for this spiritual growth. If you have not, then this isn't for you. I'm sorry. Doesn't mean the other ones aren't. But for this twin flame, you have been putting in the energy, not anxiety. Okay? Let's not confuse the two. Not like, please, please, universe, bring me my twin flame. Please, please, please. No, that won't work. It's anxious, you know, the universe reads anxiety as negative. So I just feel like you know who you are. And I'm going to leave it at that. I feel like you know who you are. Because again, the twins flames do not come easily. There's a reason when they come, it's time. And I like that this is a number 9. Because I do feel like number 9 to me, be like someone has a life path number 9. I feel like they're old souls. You know what I mean? So I feel like you're probably an old soul too. You've probably been told that by people. So and that doesn't mean, it doesn't matter what your age is. You can be an old soul at the age of 1. You know what I mean? If you're an old soul, you are an old soul. It just means that you've been here many times. You've learned many lessons through many lifetimes. Now you and your twin are coming back together because you've lived other lives together. How interesting would it be to the two of you to go into like hypnosis and bring up those previous lives? I mean, I would love to do something like that. Okay, guys, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I apologize for the length again. You know, but when it's over, it's over. You know, I don't want to rush through my readings. I love you guys. I thank you so much again for your continued support. And for those who are, you know, are looking for a personal reading, I am happy to help you in any way I can. Just understand that time, you know, you will have to have patience. Hey, good learning lesson, right? You have to have patience, because it is just me, but I love what I do, and I would love to read for you. Okay, guys, you know, I don't want to keep saying have a beautiful 2017, because I know if your energy is right, you will. Abundance, it's there for you. Love, it's there for you. Freedom, it's there for you. Everything is there for you. Okay, thanks, guys. Yeah, have a wonderful January. Have a wonderful 2017. I will talk to you within a couple weeks. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.